Right, question 7, AB to vertical flagpole. That is the square root of 5. The long AC and AD are two cables anchoring the flagpole. So you have AC here and you have AD there. Right, B, C, and D are in the same horizontal plane. So you have B, C, and D are in the same horizontal plane. Determine 7.1 the length of AD in terms of P. So we're gonna look at that one. We're gonna look at 7.1. Right. To do that one, we can see clearly that to find the length of AD, we need to just to perform a small separation. What is the small separation? Right, so we can extract the right angle triangle here like this, and this is A, and this is D, and this is B. For now, what is AD? So it means therefore that AD squared is equal to AB squared plus BD squared. 4, which means AD squared. You have AB. What is AB from the diagram? Here is AB. It is a square root of 5. B, and you square it plus base BD, which is 2P. You square that. Right, so upon simplification, it means AD squared is equal to, right, so is equal to 9P squared. Taking the square roots both sides, it means AD is 3P units. 7.2. Right, want to show this. How do you show that? Right, a couple of things you need to consider to show that CD is that. You need to realize that you determine CD, but the couple of the angles, here. Right, so which means that this angle, is already X. This one is 45 degrees. And then how do you find this angle there? So this angle here is actually 180 degrees minus 45 degrees minus X. 135 degrees is the difference minus X. So it means you're going to work in triangle CAD. In which case, you have CD over the sine of the angle opposite by the trigonometric sine rule. So it is 135 degrees minus X. Is equal to what? It's equal to AD, which is 3P over the angle opposite, the sine of X. So this means that CD is equal to 3P, the sine of 135 degrees minus X. Right, divided by the sine of X. So what is this? This is actually 3P into, what is the sine of this? It is exactly the sine of 135 degrees, the sine of X, minus cosine X, cosine X here, okay, cosine X here, cosine X, minus the cosine of 135 degrees, the sine of X. You close your bracket. This is all divided by the trigonometric sine of X. So we can simplify these. How do you simplify these? So the simplification of these is that it is actually 3P into, right, the sine of 135 is the same as the sine of 180 degrees minus 45 degrees, which is the sine of 45 degrees in the second quadrant. Cosine X Right. So this one here is the cosine of 135 is the cosine of 180 minus 35, which actually remains the cosine, but it becomes negative in the second quadrant. So we shall have a plus here, 45 degrees. Sine x. Everything is divided by sine x. So what is this? The section is 3p into, right? So the sine of 35 is the square root of 2 out of 2 cosine x plus the square root of 2 out of 2 the sine of x, all divided by the sine of x. Right, so these can be further simplified to obtain or to yield CD equals. So what does it yield now? What does it yield now? So it yields a CD, which is 3p, and then you can pull out the square root of 2 out of 2, common factor, leaving us with cosine x plus the trigonometric sine of x, all divided by the trigonometric sine of x. And then what is this? The implication, therefore, is that CD is exactly the same as 3p into the sine of x plus cosine x, the square root of 2 the sine of x. Okay. So we have been able to solve 7.2. It remains to just solve 7.3. In 7.3, if it is further given that p is 10 and x is 110, calculate the area of triangle ADC. We continue. 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 Look at 7.3 now. Continue. Right, so we look at the next one, and the next one is 7.3. Right, if it's given that P is 10, and x is 110, calculate the area of triangle ADC. Here is A, here is D, and here is C. We want to find the area of this triangle. But there are a couple of things we already know. Like, we already know CD, and we already know AD from the previous one. So which means therefore you can say the area of triangle ADC is half AD times CD into the sine of the included angle, 45 degrees. So which means the area of triangle ADC is 1/2 AD. AD, we got it in the previous question to be 3p in 7.1. And therefore in the, now we have also CD we just got. Right, so we got CD, we even given us to prove that. So it is 3p into the trigonometric sine of x, cosine x, you divide by the square root of 2 sine x. Okay, so this is therefore the sine of 45 degrees. This is equal to, it's equal to 1/2 into 3 into p. P is 10. We're doing substitution now. P is 10. X is 110. 110. The sine of 110. And therefore, this one is the sine of 45 degrees. Sine of 45 degrees. So 110 there. Right, so this is 110 here. So, okay, we get this. Now we proceed to do the simplification of everything. Doing the simplification of everything, which means if you find the area of this, that is 143, 11 square meters. And that is the required area. The required area is 143,11 square meters. Thanks everyone for watching, and a goodbye to you.